بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. They ask you, O Prophet, regarding the spoils of war. Say, their distribution is decided by Allah and His Messenger. So be mindful of Allah, settle your affairs, and obey Allah and His Messenger, if you are true believers. The true believers are only those whose hearts tremble at the remembrance of Allah, whose faith increases when His revelations are recited to them, and who put their trust in their Lord. They are those who establish prayer and donate from what we have provided for them. It is they who are the true believers. They will have elevated ranks, forgiveness, and an honorable provision from their Lord. Similarly, when your Lord brought you, O Prophet, out of your home for a just cause, a group of believers was totally against it. They disputed with you about the truth after it had been made clear, as if they were being driven to death with their eyes wide open. Remember, O believers, when Allah promised to give you the upper hand over either target, you wished to capture the unarmed party, but it was Allah's will to establish the truth by His words and uproot the disbelievers, to firmly establish the truth and wipe out falsehood, even to the dismay of the wicked. Remember, when you cried out to your Lord for help, He answered, I will reinforce you with 1,000 angels, followed by many others. And Allah made this a sign of victory and reassurance to your hearts. Victory comes only from Allah. Surely Allah is Almighty, All-Wise. Remember when He caused drowsiness to overcome you, giving you serenity, and He sent down rain from the sky to purify you, free you from Satan's whispers, strengthen your hearts, and make your steps firm. Remember, O Prophet, when your Lord revealed to the angels, I am with you, so make the believers stand firm. I will cast horror into the hearts of the disbelievers. So strike their necks and strike their fingertips. This is because they defied Allah and His Messenger. And whoever defies Allah and His Messenger, then know that Allah is surely severe in punishment. That worldly punishment is yours, so taste it. Then the disbelievers will suffer the torment of the fire. O believers, when you face the disbelievers in battle, never turn your backs to them. And whoever does so on such an occasion, unless it is a maneuver or to join their own troops, will earn the displeasure of Allah, and their home will be hell. What an evil destination! It was not you believers who killed them, but it was Allah who did so. Nor was it you, O Prophet, who threw a handful of sand at the disbelievers, but it was Allah who did so, rendering the believers a great favor. Surely Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. As such, Allah frustrates the evil plans of the disbelievers. If you Meccans sought judgment, now it has come to you, and if you cease, it will be for your own good. But if you persist, we will persist, and your forces, no matter how numerous they might be, will not benefit you whatsoever. For Allah is certainly with the believers. O believers, obey Allah and His Messenger, and do not turn away from Him while you hear His call. Do not be like those who say, we hear, but in fact they are not listening. Indeed, the worst of all beings in the sight of Allah are the willfully deaf and dumb, who do not understand. Had Allah known any goodness in them, He would have certainly made them hear. But even if He had made them hear, they would have surely turned away heedlessly. O believers, respond to Allah and His Messenger when He calls you to that which gives you life. And know that Allah stands between a person and their heart, and that to Him you will all be gathered. Beware of a trial that will not only affect the wrongdoers among you, and know that Allah is severe in punishment. Remember when you had been vastly outnumbered and oppressed in the land, constantly in fear of attacks by your enemy. Then He sheltered you, strengthened you with His help, and provided you with good things, so perhaps you would be thankful. O believers, do not betray Allah and the Messenger, nor betray your trusts knowingly. And know that your wealth and your children are only a test, and that with Allah is a great reward. O believers, if you are mindful of Allah, He will grant you a standard to distinguish between right and wrong, absolve you of your sins, and forgive you. And Allah is the Lord of infinite bounty. And remember, O Prophet, when the disbelievers conspired to capture, kill, or exile you, they planned. But Allah also planned, and Allah is the best of planners. Whenever our revelations are recited to them, they challenge you. We have already heard the recitation. If we wanted, we could have easily produced something similar. This Quran is nothing but ancient fables. And remember when they prayed, O Allah, if this is indeed the truth from you, then rain down stones upon us from the sky, or overcome us with a painful punishment. But Allah would never punish them while you, O Prophet, were in their midst, nor would He ever punish them if they prayed for forgiveness. And why should Allah not punish them while they hinder pilgrims from the sacred mosque, claiming to be its rightful guardians? None has the right to guardianship except those mindful of Allah. But most pagans do not know. Their prayer at the sacred house was nothing but whistling and clapping. So taste the punishment for your disbelief. Sadaqallahu.